Gokotai Rampage is the go-to wall combo for Heihachi. It just deals a lot of damage. I've tested a lot of the other wall combos and setups, but all of them seem to have either a flaw that made them quite gimmicky, or they just dropped too much damage to make them happen. So instead, I decided to figure out Okizeme for this wall combo instead, and what I found is pretty good. Don't expect it to be like other characters that can just push a button and beat everything they do and get pressure, chip damage and all of that. But it is still quite nice because you have ways to adapt depending on how the opponent deals with it. So let me reproduce the wall combo here real quick. And then record it here. And the first option that I think you should go for is forward 3. This way you can safely check how the opponent behaves, if they tech roll or if they stay on the ground. This option tracks both ways. So tech roll to that side, it tracks. Same thing to the other side, it's only -5, safe on block. Not to mention that you can go into stance and do some shenanigans, especially with heats because of the parry that you get during Fujin stance. And if they decide to stay on the ground, this hits them. This button usually doesn't do that, but because of the frame situation and distance, it ends up hitting them. They don't even have a chance to do stuff like a toe kick or anything like that. It just beats them every time. So why not use stronger options? The issue that I found is that many of his buttons just don't track tech roll both ways, and when they whiff, they can just launch punish you. So to me, I would rather just do forward 3 to check how the opponent behaves, and maybe get some extra damage out of it, because if you hit them grounded, you deal at least like 8 points, which is nice. And if you want an option to mix it up with, you can do single hits of Hell Sweep, because the same way, this option will track tech roll both ways. Of course that if they stand up and block low, they will punish you for that heavily. But if they don't, then you are +8, which is great for keeping up the pressure. This option also beats many of the wake up get up kicks, but not all of them. So against toe kick, if you do it fast enough, there's a chance you counter hit them out of it, and you can get a combo. Let me see if I can get it done here. So like that. But against stuff like spring kick, it's not gonna be very helpful. Even though it doesn't beat all of the options that 4-3 does, it's a way to mix them up on wake up and maybe hit them grounded. Once you know how they usually behave, then you can change it up. If they stay on the ground every time, a simple option that is a no-brainer is down 3-2 in heat. This beats a lot of the get-up kicks as well. It deals a lot of damage. It tracks to one way, but the other one, it whiffs. If they are quick enough, they can launch punish you for that, but if they delay it for too long, then the second hit connects. On block it's safe, and on hits you can even wall splat them. But one option that I think is super good as well here is down back 3, because that flips them over when it doesn't hit them doing a get up kick like that. So let me show you. Like that. And after that you can do 1+2, because depending on how they wake up afterwards, you can get a wall splat. Usually they face forward as well. In this situation here you have to do something like that. But if they get wall splats facing forward, you'll get a full combo just fine. Down back 3, really nice. I used this one a lot and it was pretty strong. Now what if they like to tech roll at the wall? Then you can realign with side step, dash, a quick wave dash, so you can press buttons like forward 4. So side step into forward 4 to realign. Just gotta be careful not to do it super fast, because as you saw, it just whiffed on the opponent's wake up. Dash is also a good way to time that. And unlike 4-3 and Hell Sweep, this way you're killing extra frames, which allow them to mash. And if you counter hit them out of it, the reward can be better. But there's one tricky option that you can go for, which is 4-4 1+2. You just gotta make sure that when you go for this option, you do a long enough dash, or else you can whiff like that. And this is terrible, right? So as long as you do a long dash, you can even cross them up. So it's super cheap, it's not very consistent, but it can happen. And if it gets blocked, it's safe. If you do it out of a heat dash, then you keep pressure on. So that's the game plan for his wall combo. The first time you just test them with stuff like 4-3, maybe Hell Sweep if you think that there is a good chance they will stand up block. And once you have the information of whether or not they usually stand up or stay on the ground, then you change it up to something stronger. And before finishing the video, let me show you some clips I recorded as I was streaming and testing this Okizeme. gonna check with 4-3. Nice. See? Oh boy. Oh, you fucked up. Nice. This Okizeme is super strong as well. Okay, let's check him with 4-3. He stays on the ground. So I know he stays on the ground, so I'm gonna do down back 3 into this. Again? No? Is he gonna stay on the ground? Yes. There we go. That one is nice. Okay, sick. I got the Okizeme. It didn't cross up, but it worked. Man. That's not that punishable. Oh, you fucked up big time. No! My combo! What? Nice.